Sup Stock here, again with another vlog, number 9. This is about understanding, aka water follows the path of least resistance. What does that mean? What does that have to do with understanding? Quite simply put, like human beings, we like to follow the path of least resistance. Things that we develop habits which develop second nature responses to any given situation. That way our minds don't need to think so hard because our minds like to optimize. They don't like to think so very hard on every single thing that happens, every single little conversation, every single thing. We just like to have it pre-programmed up here so that when something happens or any given situation arises, we're able to just respond to it with second nature. So how do we do that? How do we better understand ourselves to, if we have bad second natures or we want to better our second natures? How do we do that? By better understanding ourselves, by realizing and asking ourselves questions like I do all the time, because I talk to myself, because I'm crazy. I always ask myself questions all the time and try to figure out on top of that question, oh, so then, but how did that end up like that? And well, technically, if this was like this, then why does this happen in this order? You know, things like that. Just always ask yourself questions. That is pivotal to, you know, my endeavors in becoming a better person, which I put on countless, well, not countless, but the past 8 advice vlogs so far, and but it's all a process, you know. It's the human experience of trying to maximize. And for me, I'd like to think that by the time I'm on my deathbed, that I've maximized everywhere I could in all forms of relationship and all forms of understanding, as much as I could that pertain to my life and the people and the relationships that are most important to me. Now, if I just say that they're important to me and I don't really show it, or I don't make a habit to always express it, then it kind of just becomes words, and talk is cheap nowadays, you know, believe it or not, it's real cheap. People be talking a lot nowadays, but if you're not just about talk, if you actually got pride and ego in that area where you're kind of like, oh, I'm not talk, oh, I act, oh, what, you know, then show it. And sometimes you run across these events or situations that dictate that you need to be bigger and better than you were yesterday. You need to be stronger and think smarter and be able to do things that you couldn't possibly conceive of doing, which means you got to put in some hard work, which means you got to understand yourself to know where that hard work needs to be put in to make yourself and build yourself up. You know, whether it requires you to totally reprogram your mindset so that you become a better human being, you know, or whatever it takes to better understand yourself and to be able to offer yourself more to any given relationship, platonic or romantic. And, you know, just do it. Find something important enough to your life that really truly means a lot to you, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's your job, whether it's your future, your career, your direction in life, what you want to get. The big house with the white picket fence and the backyard pool with somebody who cleans your house for you because it's that damn big, and you only have a wife and 2 kids, but you got 18 rooms in your goddamn house. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, you know, do what it takes to get there. And I don't mean be overly ambitious and be smashing people underneath your footsteps at every single step of the way, because then you're not being considerate of other people and where they want to go and where they want to do, which means you lack understanding of yourself to understand other people and how they feel. You don't want that. That just makes you look really numb, and that makes you look really ruthless and a jerk, and you don't want to be any of those. No, no good. You're better than that. I'm better than that. So Sadaki is saying that you want to understand yourself better. You want to understand your relationships better, why you have these relationships. And 10 to 1 times when you start to understand yourself better, you start to realize, wow, why do I share this relationship with this person? There's nothing much there. And you start to really think, like, is this going to last the long run? Is this going to really, you know, be there? Is it going to really matter to me like 20, 30 years down the line that I'm friends with this person? Or that this is what it is? You know, you really start to think like an adult, like you're grown up. So, stay funky, brass monkeys. Stay chill, kimosabi's, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. Thanks for sticking by. I'll be there with you guys. You guys be there with me. We'll all party together. You guys can come see me whenever you guys want. And as always, understand yourself better. Look around you. Ask yourself questions. I believe in you guys.